little bit more practical thing. Let me ask this and see where your knowledge is, and we got you next. What is your job when it comes to dealing with the guy? What's your job?
What do you mean, like first time?
Like, how does a woman indicate her success with the opposite gender?
Good one. That's a good question.
Say that question one more time.
Yeah, it scares me that you guys don't know the answers to this.
Like their
I'm gonna. Okay, so I'll go ahead.
What do you
and-
mean by success?
Yeah, what
Yeah, what
indicate
define success?
that will lead to your personal fulfillment? What is the metric of success for you as a woman to get fulfillment from the opposite gender? I'll ask you because you asked this question, and then you're next.
It kind of depends on the guy. Some guys, I just want to.
Overall, that's going to give you the long-term fulfillment. What is it?
How serious he was on the first link, I guess. Like, what we did on the first link. Like, if you just invite me to your house.
No, but your fulfillment though.
Oh, my fulfillment.
How do you know that you won on? What's your metric of success as a woman? Okay, this scares me. All right, what about you?
Can you rephrase the question?
Yeah.
What is a metric? What is a metric? Like, what is success for you as a woman when it comes to dealing with the opposite gender?
A success, being in a relationship.
Okay, so obtaining security, correct? Okay, fantastic.
Okay, you got it.
Yeah.
That's what she was gonna say, right?
Similar, like wanting something more than the physical.
Okay.
Like, yeah, you know you want to fuck me. It's all right.
Yes.
That's fine.
Okay.
But like, I know I can get it, but I want more. Like,
Yeah.
If that makes
It's the same thing. It's a security essentially. You're a commitment of some kind of value from the man, correct? So it's commitment to some degree, security.
Yeah.
Okay. Now that we know what the success is, what is required for, what. Now that we know what the success is, what does it take to get there? No, this is for you. You're the one asking. What does it take to get there?
Can you come back to me?
Okay. What about you?
Like for my part, or for the man's part, or for both?
What do you need to do to get this relationship, this metric of success? What do you need to do as the woman?
Me personally, I think I have to be amicable, likable, lovable.
Okay.
Definitely, not difficult.
Mm-hmm.
And be real, keep it real, genuine,
okay,
honest. For me, I think that a woman should have good conversation and not be boring.
Okay. So, and now I asked that, guys, to kind of see where your heads were at.
Of course.
Okay, because you got so let's bring it back. You basically asked, okay, is it counterproductive? You're saying you guys want to have sex with a girl on the first date, etc. Isn't that counterproductive to me though? Because if I give it up too quickly, I'm gonna come off as a hoe. That's pretty much the answer, the question, right? So my thing is this: your job as the woman is to retain the guy.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you have sex with the guy quickly, what that means is you have to add value to that guy quickly. Okay. And I think the problem is that a lot of girls think like, I'm just going to bring sex to the table and then I'm just going to keep him there with the sex. No, it doesn't work that way. Once he gets the sex, now the game actually begins for you. You have to keep the guy.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And I don't think enough women understand this concept, which is why I wanted to ask you guys, and you guys had a really tough time answering it, is you as the woman, your job is to retain the guy. The guy's job is to attain you. Your job is to retain him after he attains you. So once you understand that, now you need to look at it as, how am I going to add value to this man's life? And more importantly, now how am I going to just add value? How am I going to become an indispensable asset that other bitches can't necessarily come and take my place? Yeah. And when women look at it like that, that's how you keep guys around. But not enough girls think like that. They think, what's this guy going to do for me? No. That doesn't work. You need to, because the guy will play the game and do that with you. He'll provide the value to you until he fucks. Then he's going to leave you high and dry and you're wondering what the fuck happened. My pussy bomb. Their pussy's never bomb enough to keep a guy around long term. For every hot girl there is, there's a dude that's tired of fucking her. So my thing is this, and this is the advice I'll give to any girl that's like, hey, should I have sex quickly, whatever it may be. If the guy's a loser and he's going to let you string him on multiple dates or whatever, fuck it. We see where he stands and take him out on as many dates as you think you can get out of him. It is what it is. You know, but if the guy has his shit together and you know he could probably get other girls or whatever it may be, and you try to make him wait for sex, be prepared for him to probably kick you to the curb and go get another girl. So it is a risk, but this is what comes with the territory though, because when you deal with winners like that, they have a lot of other girls. So your job is, the quicker you fuck him, the quicker you got to add value so that you can go to higher up on the totem pole past those other girls. You might have to clean up his place after the first time you all fuck. You might have to go and make some food. You might have to, become an ass and help him out, not be a pain in the ass. maybe be an ear for him to talk to. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you can be an asset and help him out in his business in some way. It depends on the guy. Every guy's going to have different needs and wants, but it's your job as the woman is to kind of become the deductive problem solver, figure out where the gap is, get in there and become an asset.
Agreed.
Fill the void.
Yeah. Does that help? So that's my thing. It's like you can have sex with the guy quickly, but just be prepared to add value quickly. And then if you string him along, you know, he might fuck you and then just leave. So there's both sides.
But you know what's funny about this?
Yeah.
Let's go back to the age-old question. The girls really know what men want. And the problem is they really don't.
A lot of the time they don't.
Really don't.
Unfortunately.
So
men are very simple, but it's like I think a lot of women kind of look at it like from what they want and they think that's what a man wants. Like, well, I make a lot of money. I'm successful. I'm confident. I'm ambitious. Why doesn't he want me? Well, because men aren't women.
There's a big divide between what women want and what men want. And I feel like at the same time, we want certain things for ourselves, but we say, you know what? That person that we want, what do they really want? Once you know that, then you can figure them out. But we don't really care because we're entitled. We're like, you know what? He should want me, work for me. But it's like, yo, like real talk.
I'm a queen.
Exactly. That dude that you probably want is successful, has options. Why is he going to choose you over all those other girls? And it's like, what value do you bring outside of sex? That's the biggest thing.
And here's the other scary part too.
Yeah.
There's levels to it. So like if you date a more average guy, well, he'll be content with you bringing money to the table as well. He'll be all right with that. But if you date a guy that's extremely successful, ambitious, etc., he doesn't give a fuck about your money. We literally had like 3 billionaires at the table today, right? Multimillionaires, billionaires, etc. Right? And we asked them this question: do you care about, you know, a woman's degrees, education, or how much money she makes, etc.? No. Matter of fact, they were all like, it's like no, fuck. And they said the more she talks about her education, the worse it is. Oh, literally, they said it. They said if her degree's up on the wall, that's a problem.
Turn off.
So, and unfortunately, like this is how a lot of higher earning men, this is how a lot of higher earning men think, because when a woman makes money, men know from a like almost
they don't need them after a point.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's not even that. It's like
just ruins the dynamic.
Guys like to feel like they're needed by a woman and don't want to have a woman that has to have a man serve them. They want the man to be served like a king at all times.
She knows.
Yeah.
That's a small part.
It's a little bit more nuanced than that.
Yeah.
It's because when a woman has her own money, that's great, but it doesn't benefit me. So like, let's say I'm on a date with you, right? And I tell you about my awesome Jordan collection. And now I have like, you know, I go ahead and get facials every other week and stuff. And I take really great care of myself. Do you really care? No. And the reason why is because me taking care of myself and being attractive, right? It's like cool to a degree, but it doesn't really benefit you in a way. That's like how men feel about women that has career. Exactly.
Yeah,
but that's how like men feel about a woman that says, I got a career and I got money.
I got a bachelor's, this and third.
It doesn't benefit the man.
Yeah, I get it. Trust me, I do. Because at the end of the day, a guy doesn't want a woman that's at that degree. Like, it's really like that. Like, guys like a woman that doesn't have all that shit going for them, because at the end of the day, want the women to rely on the men more than a man to rely on the woman. Because after they start feeling like they have to rely on a woman, they don't want that. They want a woman that's completely full submissive, like submissive ass woman towards them.
I think that's what it is. Submissive.
But you're missing another point too. Like successful women that make a lot of money are just not fun to be around, bro.
They're not.
They're like
the gender role.
It's they're too masculine, and because you can't be successful and not be like any chick I know that's like a go-getter that makes money, like that's a 6-figure, 7-figure earner, whatever. She has to have an A-type personality. You can't be like rich like that, self-made, and not be ambitious. And being ambitious inherently comes with masculine traits, and men are not attracted to that because no one wants to date themselves. Like, how would you feel if I showed up on a date and I was wearing the same dress you were wearing, fucking nails and heels? You look at me like I'm crazy, right? So why is it that women think it's okay to show up and be like, oh, I'm a boss and all this other stuff, and think it should be accepted by men? They'll play the game. Oh, yeah, really? That's so cool. You got your own business. Yeah, they'll just say that to fuck. But deep down, they don't really want to deal with that shit long term. It's fun for a couple nights, but long term, waking up to a chick that puts her career over you, fuck that shit.
Even McQueen, remember on the yacht, right? It goes like, I'm independent, I'm a boss, babe. And we're like, bro, no one asks that.
Right.
Like,
we gave a shit.
Hilarious. Like, what are you telling us this for? Like, it's a turn off.
Right. Yeah, because she was just like, we didn't even ask her that shit. Like, she just walked past and she was just like, hey, I'm a strong, independent woman. I was like, I don't give a fuck. Like,
I thought it was hilarious.
Like,
denied.
Hi, child.